What up, people? It's your boy Marv Black.
Hey, Sahib.
And McGee.
Young Dev.
And we are the nerds in the hood. In the hood. As y'all heard from the background, our boy Asan back on the bench. Because we got our starting big three right here, you know what I'm saying? Young Dev is back.
I'm back.
Back from vacation.
Had a little sabbatical. I was on vacation. It's the end of the summer, so I had to go make my rounds around the country. Mom's in Florida, brother's in Georgia, so I was just...
No, shout out to your brother, man. Come on.
Word.
Shout out to bro, man. That's our brother,
had
too.
a baby shower, has a baby on the way. That's in, they're doing November, so it's around the corner.
Can we take a shot for him? We got a shot for him?
Take a shot.
Yeah, we can do that.
Take a shot for the brother.
We gotta take a shot for the nephew that's on the way,
Yeah,
fool.
that's a fact.
We gotta take the shot for the fact that Dustin heard the clip of you calling him left back.
Wow.
Did you show it, right?
I showed it Dustin. Dustin was stressed.
I
know he ain't trying to roast me.
Cover that wrong brother like that.
No, damn, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do for you for shots, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to take that.
Yeah.
Yo, to
Dust and Ash.
To Dust, brother
that's
of
an
Death,
Ash, my sis.
good friend to me, Asan and Ant as well.
Yeah, congrats.
Congrats to Uncle Dev over here. You know what I'm saying? So
We just
definitely,
have to family.
that's a good way to start this episode. Good way to start this episode is to talk about the fact that our boy Young Dev is about to be an uncle. You know what I'm saying?
I was our uncle already. This is like.
Oh, okay. So
running
Yeah,
back,
he wasn't
running
running
back.
My bad.
That's what I was about to say. I was like,
But
he
yeah,
was already
so
now
now
That's the
both,
first
but now
time.
my brother's got kids on, either kids on the way, so
Okay.
they looking at me and I'm like,
How far are you from
I'm
me
like,
and
you
Dad?
good? I'm like, how far? Me? Me?
So his face, he was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" My man's
Down the line, son. I'm down the line.
So that is not me, my
I'm
friend.
down the
So I got a
line.
5-year plan of shooting blanks.
Oh, it's all
Pull
about
out
the shoe
game.
blade, but pull out game.
Hey,
Kobe strong.
But,
Yeah, man. That's down the line, man.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't want to put that on you. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky.
Don't put that
Don't
evil
put
on
that
me,
evil on
Ricky
me,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Don't put that evil on me. But yeah, he heard the clip. He's upset. So when he sees you again in person,
Damn, that's why I ain't get invited to the baby shower. It's just
call me
I know you
stupid.
gonna say you gotta talk to him.
Yeah.
Call me. Yeah, you gotta talk
He
to him.
just knew he
Had nothing to
knew
do
you
with
were
that.
busy man. He knew you was a busy
I'm
man.
happy
You
for
weren't.
my bro. He called me personally, and we had a conversation about it, and I respected that because he was like, "Yo, you have a kid," so I respect that. I'm glad he's having a kid, man. That's my boy. Everything has been going well for him since he left New York, so congrats to him, bro.
But he know you a busy man. That's why he knew
Nah.
you can't break away from your schedule, bro. Like, come on.
I mean, if you
You
think
got
about
a
it,
podcast.
yeah, if you think, yeah,
Podcast.
you would have never went to the VGA event if you were down south with that.
True.
You know, that's a good thing,
I
right?
would have missed it. I would have missed out on the event. It was a dope event.
Dope event. Also, was that also during the time you met the celebrity you met?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
So that's how you segue like that.
Clean segue.
Please segue, bro. It's just like,
Yeah.
Like through guys.
You gotta be used to this, man.
That's like the way through Rio. I'm like, no, this guy.
that's how
Yeah, I
you got
thought we was going with the VGA party, but now we just like alley hooped it all the way to something else. So
We can always bring back the VGA party, but
Nah,
we
but
have
yeah.
a reason to bring it up later, folks. You'll see
I
why.
did meet somebody interesting. I met the uncle, the gentleman who played the uncle in Snowfall.
Uncle Jerome.
Uncle Jerome.
Oh.
I believe his name was Amid.
What?
Sorry.
That's how you met him.
No, honestly, I didn't know his real name. I didn't even. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know who he was. I was talking to his
You know who it
There you
was.
go.
That's how you should start.
What's his name?
Amin Joseph.
Okay, was I wrong? Did I say
He
Amid?
said,
Yeah, that's how you
Because I didn't want to butcher his name.
You're like,
What's that?
Nah, low key, as we know, I don't watch no.
So you was
I watched
hyped.
I watched a couple episodes. It wasn't about being hype or anything. It was cool that I met him. That was dope. He was dope. Like he was cool. He was a cool ass person. Because this is what happened, bro. He was with like 3 other people. It was him and like his group.
Okay.
They came into the restaurant to eat. That was cool. And then they were very nice. So I decided to be like, I had some stickers for Nerds in the Hood on me. So I was like, let me go put on my podcast. So I went, I gave them the stickers, and one of the gentlemen was like, "Oh, you do a podcast about movies and TV shows? We should go talk to the gentleman over there in the other seat." I was like, "Really? Why?" He was like, "He's from Snowfall." And I was just like,
what that was?
I was like, oh, word? He's like, I was like, Snowfall. I knew what Snowfall was. I just didn't watch it like that. So I was like, Snowfall.
I look at you, he was like, you don't know Snowfall.
I know Snowfall. Yeah. So then I went to the corner, bro. I went to the corner and I googled the cast right fast.
At least that was a smart move.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
And then I figured it out, and then I was like, oh, okay. So then I went back and then I introduced myself to him.
Watch Snowfall.
Chill out. I've seen a couple episodes.
Chill out.
Damn.
You seen a couple episodes.
Yo, so I went back and talked to him, and then honestly, he flayed me. But
You ain't see my show, what?
he straight up was like, "Oh, what's your podcast about?" It's called Nerds in the Hood. He was like, "Oh, word, the hood, and you don't watch Snowfall?"
Damn, and you told him you never saw the show.
No, I just told him I didn't watch it like that. I was like, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I know about it. I'm not gonna. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna sit here. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, I know about the show because I don't. But I was like, yo, but my boys, they're heavy on the show, and we talked about it a couple times. I'm like, I'm not gonna front. I flipped with the episodes I seen. I was just like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And then he was just,
episodes I see.
yeah. And then he's like, he was cool. He took the sticker, and then he was like, he was gonna check it out, and they bounced. Like they were cool customers, but yeah, it was cool. It was just bad
Like,
funny.
you don't watch my show?
I was like, I wish one of y'all was next to me because I've been like, yo, matter of fact, my boy is heavy on Snowfall. You probably would have recognized him right away, honestly.
You would have looked at your coworker and been like, you better teach your man how to squabble.
Of course we would have recognized him.
Knock
right
you
away.
out.
Me and Dad would have been like, ain't that you? What? That's it right there. We would have said,
I mean, without the Jerry curls, you would have noticed him without the Jerry curls. Without the Jerry curls, you think you would have recognized him?
He looks the same without the Jerry curls. He just looks like he got a haircut.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize him.
We know you didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it
You didn't
enough.
watch the
I didn't
show.
watch it enough to do it. Then I went and I looked to see if it was like other shows or movies that he could have possibly been in that I watched, but not.
I love this.
So
He met Daredevil. Months after you told us shit was trash.
Once after telling him like, yo, I didn't like you in it, but
I like the show.
I like the show.
Yeah.
yo, he's gonna watch these episodes and be like, where?
You told me
Who said
that. You told me that his role as Spider-Man was the worst scene you ever seen in your life.
I never said that. I never said that. My man caught a brick flying in the window. That's all he needed to do.
That was it.
That's it.
You didn't like that?
I never said that was whack. I just laughed.
Was it more fire than him fighting Kingpin and another Daredevil?
What are you talking about, man? I already told you the Kingpin was trash.
Damn.
We got him again, Charlie Cox. We got him again. We got him again. He's somewhere right now, like this bloody fool.
Nah, he did good. Why you switch the whole subject, bro? We were talking about Snowfall.
You're talking about characters you don't know, but you still know.
Uncle Jerome.
You don't know and like.
I'm talking about your 2-0 streak. Yeah.
Word, yes, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Your streak is wonderful.
Guess what, bro? He took the sticker, right?
No, that's great. We're happy. You did
We're out right after.
Word, that's me and Dev just said that. We was like, yeah.
He's like, we're gonna watch my
Yo,
show.
I hope he's watching this so he can be like, yo, y'all dumb. I'll be watching.
Well, which person? Both of them?
Both of them. Yeah, your boy Uncle Jerome, right?
Hold on, you thought Charlie Cox was really blind?
Nah, he about to.
I hope you didn't think he was really blind.
You did, huh?
Nah.
I thought he was a blind actor.
Nah.
No, nah.
Say, I'll take you to your seat.
Take you to your seat, so get over here.
Probably went up to him, he's like, yo, but where's your stick?
We just think I am.
I was like,
You really fight?
Do you need me to read the menu for him?
And you start trying to punch him and shit.
We don't have an audio version.
He said, Ed threw a brick at him. We'll see if he can catch it.
Oh my god.
Broke his whole nose.
But I'm glad you said what up to him. Glad you said what up to
He
him.
said that. Nigga said I threw a brick at him in the restaurant. That's crazy.
Oh my
I wanted
god.
to test your
I'm
reflexes.
glad you went up to them though.
No, we are,
You
yeah.
said what up, you know.
I mean, they were my customers. I helped them the whole time. I just waited till the end to like introduce what I do outside, and then they said what they said to me. So that was cool. They obviously, for respect reasons, I can't like be like, who are you, like to every customer.
Right.
I only even found out that was because someone told me. They could have not told me at all and just took my stickers and walked the hell out, and I would have just been like, all right, cool. I met some other cool dudes. Like, You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it was just, he was cool. He told me who he was. He introduced himself, and I was just like, "Yo, this is dope, man." I was like, "Yo, I respect it." And I know Snowfall is a very hit show.
Yeah, so you should probably watch it. Get some culture.
I'm gonna watch it. God.
I mean,
yeah.
Now I kind of want to watch it. I know it ended.
Yeah. Perfect time to start.
I know a lot about the show actually.
Oh yeah? Who's the main character? What's his name?
I don't know his name. Franklin. His name is Franklin. Stop playing.
I don't know his name.
I'm sorry.
Am I wrong though? Is it Franklin?
Yes.
Okay, alright then. Shut the fuck up.
I should actually his last name, but
It's actually not Franklin. He's trolling.
Franklin Douglas?
It's not Franklin. Who's Franklin Douglas?
No.
Did you just combine Franklin and Frederick Douglas?
I was joking. Dude.
I know. I'm just asking. I didn't know because I was like,
That's a black name.
that's a random black name if I ever heard one myself. Franklin Douglas.
Slave.
Damn.
My name. All right, this is getting crazy. Let's move on.
Nah, real talk. What's his name? What's the main character's name in Snowfall?
Oh, it's Leon.
Yeah. I was nowhere close.
Yeah, you know.
Damn, I forgot. So what's the actor's name?
Who?
The actor who plays Leon.
Damson Idris.
Alright, we gotta stop it. You were right the first time. We were just trolling you. Your confidence was shaking to the core.
He knew what it was. He thought about it.
Word.
Like, wait, what?
He was
That's
like,
Leon?
what? Leon? How? See two guys?
Isn't Leon his boy? The one that has a
Yeah,
mask?
Leon's his boy.
See? Come on, man. Stop playing with me.
You look stuck.
Nah, you
was
stuck. You
was
was
stuck
stuck.
for a minute. You was like, wait, what?
What you want else you want to know? That is about coke? Like,
Well, it's not about coke. It's about,
drug dealing.
about crack. In the
Oh,
80s.
crack.
Snowfall.
Crack. Coke. Coke from crack. Same thing.
Yes, but no.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Moving from one streaming service to the next streaming service. We gotta talk about the monkey in the room.
Damn, you didn't even talk about the VGA shit after you just ran through this shit.
I literally just said we have a reason to talk about it later.
Oh, my fault.
Don't pay attention. It's fine. Just don't pay attention. Don't pay attention.
You still
My
stuck
bad,
on
my
that.
bad.
Don't listen to me.
I was still 7
You're still trying to figure out what's the name should play Leon.
Who was Franklin?
I was still on the segue into the story itself. I was
Franklin
like,
Douglas? That sounds like a project somewhere in the city.
Duh.
The Franklin Douglas projects. Where you at?
there's definitely a Franklin Douglas.
Yeah, right? There's definitely a Franklin Douglas somewhere.
100%.
100%. We gonna walk past and be like, yo. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the Gaming and Chill event a little later in the show.
True.
So
Hey, my bad.
we could,
My bad.
bring up the next episode for next week. But I got you. It's cool. We here. If I'm right, H-Time we on episode 116. We still on 14. 16?
I believe.
You believe? I know it's 116.
It was his
I don't
understanding.
even know the numbers. What's going on today?
we did a lot last week. Remember that.
You don't even know who Franklin was.
He's like, calm down. So we're gonna talk about the One Piece show that aired last Thursday. It ended the month of August. Pretty much one of the hottest shows of the summer right now. Right after it aired, a whole heat wave came in New York City, which lets you know how hot this show was. You know what I'm saying? But we got to talk about it because for years we've always ever since we started our show, we've always talked about how bad adaptations were, whether it be a movie or a television show. So let's talk about it, guys. This is a pretty big deal. We got a non-One Piece fan right here. We got a mid-One Piece fan, and we got the One Piece fans, and me and H.
Who's going first?
Alright, I'm gonna go first.
Let's go with
Since
the
I'm
non-one.
hater.
Yeah.
Because I'm a hater.
Because I'm a hater.
I like the hate.
So I only seen the first two.
Okay.
First two.
I've only seen the first two.
Okay.
And you fall asleep.
And
No.
I'll
Oh.
be. And
The
The
I'll
first
be,
two. Let's just
Listen,
remind,
hold on, wait, hold on.
remind the brain. That's what. That's one is the clown, isn't it? One is Buggy.
No, 2 is the clown.
Two is the clown.
Yeah, one
Two
is like
Buggy.
Well, I'm talking about. Let's just go off episode one.
I just want to remember which
Go off, I
one's
said one. I only seen 1, 2. Why are you gonna go to 2 and then go to 1?
Nah,
Let's
you're
try
right.
that one.
Right, you're right. I like
I will be the first one to say I liked it, and this is shocking to me. So the only reason why I say this is because, like we said before, live adaptations have been straight basura. like not good.
Yep.
So I was legit expecting like an atrocity. But I cannot lie to you, this is really good. After the first 2 episodes, I really like it, and honestly, that's one of my. It's probably the best adaptation I've seen for an anime.
Okay.
And shockingly enough, I felt like it was more digestible as this. If you're gonna think I'm crazy, to watch One Piece and to actually learn some of the characters, and I feel like what they did good was the casting of each character. I feel like that was a strong suit in how they went about it, and it's actually their portrayal of them made it more digestible for me than what I've seen. And I think because I don't like the One Piece animation and the whimsical effect of it, I felt like the adaptation didn't lean too much into it. So I feel like it's easier to make a live adaptation of pirates, and you tweak their characters, but I guess the way they show it in the anime, which is an art style I just don't like, you get a more human sense to it when it's, as from what I've seen, off of like, even though it has like it's extra shit that it's not like, but I feel like Pirates as like a real adaptation to it is more, it's easier to do, and people can relate to it more, which is why I feel like it appealed to me, and I was like, I really like it, and how they're like showing the story, how they're going through it, and the characters really is what sold me. I'll say that the characters really what sold me. Actually giving me a little bit more of motivation to finish the anime. So hey, they doing the thing. It's doing its thing. And I like this adaptation. I really do. And I was shocked to see it.
That's real to hear you say that.
I admit when I say it's good, and I'll admit to that.
That's
even though as the anime I still don't but for this live adaptation I like it.
That's real to hear you say that.
Like
that really is. Because that's why I was joking. Because a few weeks ago he was like, I'm on like episode 40 and I'm falling asleep. But Beyonce said I should watch it. I'll watch it. And I was like, that's a funny clip that we clipped. And now, that means the show
really
is
shocked.
doing
I'm really shocked.
It means it's doing something.
So that's definitely something I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna see how they formulate. But so far, off the 2 that I've seen, pretty good. I like it.
So before we get the actual One Piece fans, obviously we're gonna get your view about it.
You said you're a One Piece fan.
I know, right?
I will be honest, I liked it too. It did better than I thought. I like you hit a couple of good points. One was that they did the best they could to make it pirates, right? So you expect.
Well, mind you, they put mad money into this shit, so I feel like they needed to hit on this for sure. And so I think it's one of Netflix's like highest like grossing films that they like put out
highest TV shows.
Well, highest that they put the budget wise.
Yeah, they definitely did well on. And I thought it wasn't gonna work. Remember, that was one of the things we said. We talked a little bit of shit about was that the fact that each pirate was gonna be a little bit different. There are different ethnicities and different things going on, and I think that worked out really well, like really well. So that was cool.
Well, that's where some of those live adaptations fail. Their casting is just shit.
But they did good.
And they really kind of made it to a point to try to replicate wherever the person came from.
That is the case, but I feel like they didn't stray too far from the source material. They went totally left field and it failed.
So what I was gonna say was that also what he said was that it's easier to digest. So with that being said, honestly, the way they set this shit up, you can low key go in like a speed mode of One Piece. Like if it continues in this route, this is a super speeded up version of the show. If they go completely into like how the arcs go and shit like that, they're gonna just run through the big stuff and they're gonna get to it.
You seen it all? You seen it all?
No, I've seen all the way up to like.
What's the arc they finished?
Arlong.
Yeah.
I seen up to like episode 6. Now I will say that it wasn't all perfect. There is some hate in there.
Well, it's not gonna be perfect.
Yeah, it's not gonna be perfect.
Not yet. When it got to the later episodes that you haven't seen, there is one villain that they fight. That in the anime, I feel like he's a really good character, but in the show and the way they portrayed that whole fight through the house, I was just like, nah, this is trash.
Oh, the butler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the anime, the butler is he. The butler is a good character. So, but
I can break that down when you finish.
But I just feel like, you know, it was they tried their best, I guess, to, you know, do what they could do. They can't make every character 100% like the anime itself, you feel me? But it's as best as it could be. Yeah, the show did well. There was one other thing that I will say. So, you know, I watched it with my girl, and she doesn't watch One Piece, right? And she was saying some interesting things. Like, she legit was kind of pulling her in. So I could see, I was like, damn, this is kind of cool. Like, Netflix did well. They got someone who doesn't care about anime that much to be interested in something that's anime based. You know what I'm saying? Just because the One Piece story itself is a good pirate story if you play it right. Like, it's a decent story. Like, you know, it's the story of a fucking pirate. Like,
some people don't like that.
Some people don't like that, but that means you just don't like pirates. Like, it's very simple. I get it. Like, you don't have to like pirates. I get that. And stories.
That's why I don't like pirate anime. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
See Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's it. That's like the limit. That's like the limit. That's like the limit to most people.
Johnny Depp. As far as I'm going.
You know what I'm saying? If you ask them about Moby Dick, they're gonna be like, "What?"
It's not a pirate.
I know, but it has to do with water.
That's to do with water. So, fuck, the new Avatar has to do with water.
That's
pirate.
chill.
Avatar has nothing to do with water, bro.
The second one, man, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, they're
this
living
shit
in
is
the
called
water.
The Way of the Water, motherfucker.
You're right. They're living on the seas. Yo, real talk. Actually, what was they though? There was pirates on there too. So you're right. Avatar does count. You're right.
Oh my lord.
Yo, there's pirates on there too. They were like legit pirates.
in Amazon.
So you telling me the water planet they went to see that wasn't pirates on there?
Pirates win. Did you see the movie?
Yeah, they look like pirates.
The indigenous population looks like fucking pirates to you?
Are you trying to defend it? You see the movie?
I did see the movie.
Oh, but you sounded like you did it.
What you mean? Of course I saw that movie.
It could be land pirates.
Yeah, it's land pirates. Let's just say the land
There
pirates.
wasn't land pirates. They were on water with those fucking fake. They had the whales, like whatever they were. The sea creatures.
All right, just wrap up your review, please.
Nah, yeah, damn. See, you threw me off with that shit.
Yeah, because you
You're trying to figure it out.
You was curtailing.
Nah, you guys started making fun of me.
I mean, it was making correlation to pirates.
I'm mad.
Avatar in the water.
Nah, yeah, I think they did pretty well though, honestly. And that's it. That's my opinion of One Piece.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. You happy?
Okay.
Go,
Yes.
motherfucker.
Yes. Asan, please speak on your review, my brother. Real, you know.
He said, "Leave the real lover."
Nah,
he wants to talk about.
Yeah, he wants to be the last.
He's gonna say the last person, be like, yeah, you know.
I enjoyed it as an adaptation.
We're going by the strength of the anime.
Whoa, hold on. He's talking fast.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
I want to hear this because he already started off with the answer I didn't expect.
You know,
I
Jorge critiques everything.
I do.
Most minute thing.
Oh, that's why.
There are problems with the show. I will say
I
that.
want you to
But
name them all.
I'm not gonna name them all.
Damn, is that long
We
of a
don't got
list?
that kind of time.
Is that long of a list?
You know, they gutted the show to source material from source material.
100%.
But it made the characters enjoyable.
Mm.
Like, they still represented who they are in the Straw Hat Pirates. And a lot of things were changed, but in terms for the show, it was for the better. Because there was too much detail and too much things to go over.
Yeah.
So in depth.
Exactly how they did it, maybe that was Oda's intention, I don't know. We don't know what his role was on the show, really. But if that was
he went down there, he must have a big.
Yeah, they say he asked them.
Yeah,
to
it was
reshoot
down
everything,
there.
yeah.
But
So
I'm pretty sure he had.
we don't know what he
yeah,
asked
we
them
don't
to
know what
reshoot.
he
You're
said,
right.
exactly.
One thing I saw, not to cut you off, but one thing I saw is, well, sorry to cut you off. He requested there be no romance in the live action adaptation because there were people that were hoping for a relationship between Nami and Zoro, which thank God he put his foot down because that never happened.
I guess.
Oh, thank God.
What do you mean? I guess.
No, I'm saying, like, I wouldn't see how that would work, but okay.
Oh, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nami and Zoro.
I'm hyped that they didn't add stupid shit like that.
He knew Netflix would try to do that because that's a key play in the show.
Yeah,
but
so
yeah, that's like
a little romance automatically gets
it's the Hollywood flow. There has to be like this.
But
there has to be a couple. For some reason, mostly all Hollywood shows, or even like, of course, there's for some reason they always have to add a couple.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad they didn't do.
Because in the show, Nami doesn't really love any of them like that. She loves them like brothers.
What about Yusuf though? Usopp. Usopp like that girl. Right?
It's only
Usopp, our boy. You say yo, Usopp.
Usopp is the dad's name.
Usopp.
Usopp is the dad's name, isn't it?
Usopp.
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 Usopp's the guy.
I think Usopp.
You say Usopp.
Yasopp is the dad.
Usopp.
You are fired.
Usopp.
Killing it.
Crushing it.
Yeah.
Crushing it.
I'm about to walk out.
Anyway,
December 31st.
yeah, I do it.
See, I was not gonna do
I
it.
do. You know what that was. That
I was actually not gonna do it.
I appreciate you, Baba.
I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't.
So you got. I'm sorry. We did cut you off. I did cut you off.
Just the final note. I enjoyed it from beginning to end.
Nice. Okay, yeah, Marvin.
I agree with you.
So were you happy with it?
Yeah, I was. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
mind you, we all said we didn't. This shit was about to flop.
yeah, because we were used to failure.
Yeah,
We were used to failure,
legit.
and
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop was what we thought was the last chance. We were like, if they don't do Cowboy Bebop right, then we're gonna continue our thoughts of they're never gonna do anything right. And they proved us wrong. And me and Aishan looked it up before we even met up to do this show today. And we realized that in terms of American adaptations, this might be the best one. If you're counting movies and series, then you're gonna argue like Edge of Tomorrow.
I would need to know the list. Like, to see the list.
Well, there's a few things.
I mean, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
No, not that type of adaptation. I'm sorry, anime adaptation. You're right. Let me say the best overall anime. I'm not counting it from video games because video games already had their time to shine with like The Last of Us, Twisted Metal, and Sonic and all that. But I'm saying
anime.
We're talking just anime, bro. I'm not gonna compare this.
That's kind of believable.
Yeah, because
who are the competitors?
Well,
Dragon Ball.
So that's the interesting thing.
Dragon
when it
Ball
comes
Evolution.
to when we're just going by America in TV shows, it's only Cowboy Bebop and One Piece. When you
TV shows.
Yeah, just TV shows.
All right, what about movies?
Movies is like there's Death Note, there's
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell, Edge of Tomorrow, your favorite, Alita Battle Angel, Speed Racer, Dragon Ball Evolution, like you said.
Speed Racer?
Yeah.
Speed Racer.
Technically, well,
Speed Racer
Old Boy
is top,
technically.
Old Boy.
Yeah, even though the American remake's not good. The original
Speed
is
Racer's always been
So
top, though.
there's a lot of others, but it's just too many to list. So we're just saying that to say, like, in terms of TV shows, this is the best one, not just by default, but one of the best ones. But overall, it's definitely in the conversation. When you have that argument, you have to throw this in there. It does a really good job. However,
They did well.
however,
Let's get to it, Mark.
again, I've told you guys, you've seen, I've people that know me, they've seen it, I've said it. You have to throw the story to the door because in order
So what
for
do you
you
mean
to-
by gutted when it got gutted?
So
Like, all the backstory.
they tell the story slightly different. Probably not slightly, a lot different. They tell the story a lot different. Like everything he just said about the butler. So the way the fight happened, the way it ended, happened in the anime. He did the headbutt. However, that fight was in the daytime. His two goons could actually fight. I don't know what the fuck they chose to do with these two motherfuckers. But they went and got two.
It was too much. That was too much.
Yeah.
That would have been
And
too much extra.
I honestly thought Dev was going to text. Well, now that I see you only saw 2 episodes, I did think he was going to text me.
That's what I said. I only
Okay.
seen 2, so
Yeah.
off the straight 2, I haven't finished it.
Yeah, once you
So
get
I
to
could come back and
I
rip
know.
this shit later.
Because once, it's gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you saw when Butchie when he got into his costume. I was like, damn, this is adaptations at its finest. My man looked like a fire drunk wrestler.
Oh yeah.
He just came out. I was like, this is adaptation at its
I
finest.
thought the same thing too. I was like, this is crazy.
This is crazy.
You know what I was doing too while I was watching the episodes? I was
Yeah.
looking up how they look in the comic. So like, I'm like, all right, what character is this nigga supposed to be?
They're slightly. They're
And
pretty
then I
close.
was looking, I'm like,
They're pretty close.
I was like, I see where you're trying to
Yeah,
go.
it was
with
trying to go with it. Now,
They did the costume switches, which I give them props for.
Yeah.
They did a couple of like actual
right.
costumes
So
like from the anime when
Yeah.
when they fought in that arc, they did change their clothes.
yeah.
So
Now, interestingly enough, with that, Luffy never really changed the shirt until like way later. Then they
Yeah.
started changing his shirt for some reason. I guess he felt like, yo, you can't be on this ship just like reeking, my boy. Like they started changing his shirt. For some reason, they gave Zoro shirts that he wore later, but that was just me being a nerd. Like, he didn't wear that until later.
Yeah.
So I had to like,
real nerd shit.
yeah, that was a real
That's
nerd shit.
Oh, he didn't put that on until 20 something.
The Garp reveal pissed me off because that also happens way later in the story. So there's a lot of things like for One Piece fans like myself and Aishan.
They made it work though.
I
Yeah,
also
it's
feel
just-
like they told some of the stories out of order, but it's because it's for a TV show, so it's a little bit different. Whereas like, remember in the anime, a lot of the flashbacks were not till like weird times way later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in this, they kind of did it in chronological order, low key.
There is one thing I will accept that they did. There's one thing I won't accept that they did, but there's one thing I will accept. The one thing I won't accept is Don Krieg.
Yeah, he was very
He
random.
played a major part in Sanji joining the crew, and they made him an afterthought and let Mihawk just like one shot him real quick, and it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. Then they used the scene where Jin gets on the ship and eats the food and was like, "Yo, this food is fire," and then he just left. That's not what happened. He left. He came back with Don Krieg. They fucked up the Barati, and Sanji had one of the dopest fights to introduce himself. And then they were like, "Yeah, we don't need this fight.
Yeah.
It does not need to happen at all." Instead, yeah. So that pissed me off. And of course, Arlong being more powerful than they made him to be. Really, I get it.
Yeah.
But it was annoying.
But he was supposed to be powerful though.
Not powerful enough where he has Buggy shaking. Buggy was way far away at this point in the show. Like he was not there anymore.
I feel like Buggy, though, that's what I'm trying to say. They mixed it. I feel like they did Buggy pretty well. I was very surprised when I saw him come up. Like I saw him in the preview, and then I saw it like in the episode, and I was just like, all right, because this is a difficult character to do. My man is like multiple pieces, things like that. So I'm like, how are you gonna make it not look too cheesy?
Yeah.
And they did pretty well.
The CGI they did good. You're right.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, this is cool. They even made him go to the short mode. I was like, yeah, it's kind of funny.
Well, I'm glad they did that. That
Yeah.
happened too, and I was waiting
Yeah.
for Chop Chop Cart, but it didn't happen yet.
You know what I had a question about though?
What's up?
The Zoro flashback. So when he flashes back with the girl, that was all part that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't remember any of that, so I was like, what is
They
all
told
that?
it slightly different, but it happened.
So she's technically
His
dead.
friend is dead.
Okay, yeah.
His friend is dead. She had an illness that, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, anime. You just be like, that's it. All right, whatever.
All right, cool.
So-
I wasn't sure. I was like, is he really dead? Or is it one of those things that you later on you find out they just lied to him?
No, they told
To
all
drive
the,
him.
they for the most part they told all the childhood flashbacks the right way.
Okay.
For the most part, Usopp's mom randomly dying, all that shit. Like they told all that shit the right way. Probably with the exception of like Nami's, maybe in my opinion, and Sanji's. Sanji's pissed me off too. Cause remember when when Zev got on the boat, he was just like, "I'm not gonna let nobody season my food like that." I was like, "That's not how they met. That's not how they met at all." So like, it was just like, you think he gonna get just uptight about, "Yo, you gotta go season my food like that, my nigga"? Oh yeah, fuck out of here. I was like, yeah. But again, that's the One Piece fan to me. If you're not thinking about it from the spectrum of the anime or the manga, you will love this show. You will enjoy the show. But for us, it was a scene that they did show in One Piece and early on that they evolved into later, but without explanation, which was how Garp grew to appreciate Kobe and want him to be under his wing. Because now when we read the manga, you see how much more their student-teacher relationship has evolved, but you're also like, how did they really get there? And you get to see it. Wouldn't care so much for the Helmeppo best friend stuff, but you also get that
Talking
too.
about the old man general and the
the kid that looked like Harry Potter. Yeah, that one. So
I also didn't feel like I felt like that kid was a lot more sketchy than that. They made him a little bit tougher in the live adaptation.
Well, that's the
in
thing.
The anime, he's like a real like shaky kid, right?
Well, in the first couple episodes, he shook, but then Luffy changes that like subliminally, and then they show a scene where like Garp takes interest in him when he joins the Navy. So that actually happens. It's just they had a different way of doing everything, like H-Sean said, and it made it a better show.
Yeah, I think we all can agree that they did pretty well.
Yeah, they did really well. It's the top show in
people
84
that thought it was
countries.
gonna flop.
Yes. Yeah. So, but I agree with Ant. Well, yeah. Let me ask y'all. Who do y'all feel? Well, you only got to see 2 episodes, but who do y'all feel is the best? Who do you feel that portrayed the character the best, and who do you feel did it the worst? Because I definitely got Kuro up there. I think
Kuro's who?
the guy who played the butler, the evil butler.
Really?
I think he did a good job. He did everything well with the putting his hand, fixing his glasses like this because he was used to his claws. Like, all of that was cool. He looked almost like him. He just looked like a more brolic version of him. And they did the CGI well with the speed. So I thought he did a good job. He wasn't the best, but I thought he did good considering once you get to the merman.
I mean, the merman was an interesting thing.
While y'all thinking about that, can I just say, bravo to Netflix and bravo for Oda for letting us know the question we've all been debating for many, 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 many years, and that was, are the mermen black? And Netflix said, hell yeah, they black, and we're going to show you how black they are.
Oh, yeah.
There is a scene, folks. I don't care. I'm spoiling this shit. There is a scene where Nami pulls up to report to Arlong and them to tell them, like, that her town does not have the money and she tries to defend her town. Right? Arlong, when she pulls up, this does not happen in the anime, folks. She pulls up to Arlong's club, which is called Shark Attack. This man does not own a club. She pulls up to a nightclub called Shark Attack. And when she pulls up, they playing trap music.
Yeah.
They drinking Henny.
They drinking Henny.
It's either Henny or whiskey. It's one or the other.
It was probably
one of them.
It's rum. It's pirates, man.
And one of the mermen has he can shoot water like bullets. So he takes the liquor and shoots it through a tiki torch and starts shooting it off like bullets. I was like, yeah, that's some black people shit. Let's just start busting guns. And then there's a merman for no reason, looking like a bouncer with the turtleneck and the shades on. He's sitting there when he walks past somebody, goes, yo, what up, my nigga? And he's like, yeah. And then to top it all off, folks, Arlong is sitting in his chair with a cup of liquor in his hand, and he's like this.
Nah.
Yes, I'm not making this shit up. I swear to you this happens. I said, yo, this answered my question. These motherfuckers is black. They black. They all black. That's it. They black. That's it. Answered my question. They were black. All the mermen are black. I'm cool with it. Not mad at it. Thank you, Netflix. You've answered an age-old question. But yeah, did that help you guys get your answers? Who y'all thought was like the best?
Best portrayal, I would say, surprisingly for me, is Nami.
Okay, I like that.
I like that character.
She does bring out, her past arc. Even though they changed things, she still like emulated that emotion from her past trauma very well.
I ain't let her punch nobody in the head.
They couldn't let everything slide.
I know. There's some things you can't get away with. She got close with it. She did.
And for me, the worst, I say Mihawk.
Really?
I feel like he tried too hard.
Mihawk is the guy with the...
Mihawk's usually very reserved.
With the big sword.
So you're right. He's usually very reserved. He seems very cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And he was tall. But anyway.
I didn't make it that far.
I guess it's just me and you, fine. That's okay. That's all right.
I made it up to the house. So they're fighting the butler. But actually, I think
it's like one episode after.
So they show him in the beginning when Gold Roger gets executed, but they show him as a younger guy.
Yeah.
Also, you notice Crocodile got the gender swap?
I was about to ask you about that.
The gender
I heard
swap.
about that.
I'm okay with it. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not gonna say I hate it.
But I'm like his secret, like that was his secret that this dude was about to tell or some shit. Like when he was in jail, Crocodile. He was with
Well, he was Mr. Zero, so nobody knew who he was until he actually pulled up. It's gonna look weird.
I've been hearing that around, like on some of like the shit I've been seeing online, like they did the gender.
They did the gender swap. It's gonna be a weird fight. But I trust Netflix now.
Who are they supposed to fight? Who's he supposed
Well, Luffy fights Crocodile later, but I think this thing is gonna be a weird fight because I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. Just over first look, but I don't know. It could change my whole opinion. I could be wrong. Obviously, the number one question is what's next. So the first two CGI issues the first two CGI questions that they're gonna have is, as you saw, they foreshadowed that next is gonna be Laboon, the giant whale. So there's that,
and then there's opponent.
Huh?
And their
next opponent is Chaser, aka Smoker. And then, of course, the next member, which is Chopper. So those are all going to be CGI heavy.
Might lose
Smokers.
him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all gonna be CGI
Might
heavy.
lose him. I don't know.
Now, unless they go the route,
They are smart. They don't use the moves that require a stupid amount of CGI. Like they stick
That's
to
true.
They stick to the more basic moves, like the understandable ones that they can do.
well, Zoro didn't really. He only did one of
Because-
his CGI moves.
Because most of the CGI moves are fucking OD.
Yeah, sure. He didn't do Dragon Twister, none of that shit. He did
And if
3,000
Smoker
ropes.
comes out, if they use Smoker, Smoker can fly, bro. Like his
Yeah,
CGI
that's what I'm
was
saying. CGI crazy. Just straight smoke across the screen. It's
Yeah.
like, God damn.
Like, wow.
He's
I
wild,
can see
bro.
that going left. Real
Speaking of which, if they do bring out Smoker, we also going to get to see Luffy's dad, who also has powers too.
Oh, I did have a question.
Yeah, talk to him.
They showed a girl pirate. Was that supposed to be Big Mama?
No.
Oh, that was Alvida. That's the
That's
first
Alvida.
person you ever see Luffy fight.
Oh, God.
So Big Mama comes later.
Because it looked like it was her ship, kind of, sort of, but I wasn't sure.
I guess you swapping races too, huh? Think she's black now? Big Mama.
What's
It's
her
just
name?
Big Bob.
What?
Big Mama. It's like Joe calls my grandma.
I'm black. What are you?
You right, bro. You right.
Come on, he's from Trinidad.
Yeah.
Big Mama. Luffy fight the Big Mama.
Nah.
No, but yeah, that was Alvida. So she comes and she pulls up and she pulls up again and joins forces with Bucky. It's the whole thing.
All right.
So and then she gets a double fruit, so then she gets skinnier. It's the truth. It's not fat shaming people. It really actually happens in the story. I don't want anybody thinking like I'm playing her, but it happens. Also, you guys all seen this because this was in the first or the second episode, the infamous sword bend.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I meant to comment. Before we get to that,
Yeah, please,
because I'm not well versed in the anime,
Okay.
how Luffy ate the fruit, that's how it went down?
Yes.
Yeah,
He stole it from
He
Shanks.
stole it from Shanks. I did get to learn something cool from the show.
What's that?
I didn't know that Shanks' arm was caused by Luffy. I never knew that.
Inadvertently, yes. He was
Yeah.
shaving him from a sea beast.
Yeah.
And then the sea beast ate him. The way they did it in Netflix was better because he was actually on a boat. In the anime, they just in the ocean, and randomly the monster just eats his arm, and you're like, how did he do that? So, at least in the show, he's like trying to like fight it, and then he like accidentally gets his arm bitten or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's a better way to explain it. Also, I would have rather them. So when he had to fight with his crew versus the Mountain Bandits, first off, the Mountain Bandits did look like the Mountain Bandits in the anime. That was pretty cool. But the way they did it was, you remember, because it's one of my favorite scenes. Lucky Roo shoots the guy like I'm standing right here, and basically shoots the guy here. Instead, they had him shoot him from like deep, and I was like, man. But then they made up for it with Usopp's dad, like doing like random wanted shots.
Yeah.
Just like it was curving bullets and shit, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought someone did do that. He shot off the wall.
Yeah, he shot off the wall and then bounced off, and I was like, this thing. No, but in the anime, the fat guy, yeah,
I liked how they showed how
bodies.
they showed how brolic Shanks' crew was in that little scene. They let you understand like this is not an average crew.
Oh yeah. They do that in the anime, so that's cool.
Yeah, I know because the anime they're supposed to be one of the toughest dudes walking around.
Yep.
Like that means that anyone who steps to them is probably getting smacked.
Yeah.
So it's like that as a person who does watch the anime, when I saw that I'm like cool because they should run through these dudes. Like,
That's true.
Like,
They should.
They should just run through these dudes right quick, and it should be with ease, and that's exactly what they did. And it just kept it. Remember, they did it while walking forward.
Yeah, they did. What happened?
Keep going.
I didn't say anything. I said,
I'm just confused.
Run through these dudes with ease.
My-
But keep going. Hey yo, keep going.
I didn't think so. I was listening to you, bro. I didn't know, but that is funny. That is crazy. He's so happy about it.
Cool.
I'm sorry. It's him. I'm
You
sorry.
gotta get different vernaculars. Keep going.
That's his job. No. It was all in all good show from all four of us.
I
Like I said,
don't have a favorite character yet.
That's okay.
I would honestly say it was actually Usopp, but he's not playing the character till the 100. So I'm not all the way done. So let's see what
I agree
happens.
with you.
You know what I'm saying? But he's doing pretty well. I like him. He is my favorite character though. Zoro. Unfortunately,
Y'all didn't like Zoro?
Is it because Usopp's Jamaican?
no.
Oh, okay.
It's just that's my favorite character in the show, kind of, sort of. Him and Chopper, so. But Zoro though, it's just That's a hard character to play, bro. Zoro's a serious brolic dude, so you have to play him in a certain way. And I mean, the dude's doing as best as he can. He does have his moments where I'm like, alright. And they had some nostalgic type things, like the first time they go on the ship, they had him go lay down on the hammock. And that's something that's actually drawn out.
That's his character trait.
Yeah. So those things are cool, you know.
And they did the him getting lost thing, so that was cool too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I thought he was one of the best portrayed characters. Also because the guy's like pretty famous. He's like the most famous one I think out of the whole cast.
Yeah, out of the whole cast.
And his dad is Sonny Chiba, all this stuff. But I think he's one of the best portrayed characters on the show. Like he did it to a good extent. I mean, he probably was too badass because in the beginning Zoro was pretty Luffy Luffy helped him be happier about his where he was at.
Yeah.
So there was times where they did show that in the show, which was cool, where it was like we're scared, and that's where I was like, because like once we start getting more into the show, this is where One Piece starts becoming One Piece. When they start being like, yo, why did I even get the fuck on this ship with this guy?
Yeah.
This guy's gonna get me killed.
No,
and
that's
then you
not
start
until
seeing that.
yeah, that's not until he has the full crew.
I'm
waiting for Frankie, bro. That's it, because I want them to get the other shit.
That's when their CGI is just gonna have to be like on full
Because
throttle.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I guess I didn't know. I didn't know that much, so I didn't realize that Frankie was a different ship. I thought their ship they had was.
Oh, you mean when Frankie makes their ship?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
the ship they have right now was Sunny. Like, you know what I'm
saying?
No,
it's the merry-go. Yeah.
I thought they started with Sunny.
No, he wished he started with Sunny. Shit. No, it was the merry-go, which was the smaller ship, and then they upgraded to that bigger ship. And the bigger ship, according to
because Frankie builds it for them.
Right, him and his family helped build it. So according to Oda, this is according to Oda, the 1,000 Sunny is as big as Walmaria.
What?
Speaking in Japanese.
Isn't that's the name, right? Titans Wolves? Is Walmaria or am I wrong?
Oh, the main wall?
Yeah.
The one that the Titan breaks?
Yeah.
The Colossal Titan?
Yeah,
That's
it's not
how
Walmaria?
big-
I'm sorry.
That's how big the ship is.
I'm not making this shit up.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
That's what he said.
What are you doing?
So the CGI is. That's why I'm glad you brought that up because I remember he said that. So sorry if I said that wrong, AOT fans. But it's supposed to be as big as those wolves.
Yo, AOT came out. He's like, you know what? Now that ship is bigger than that fucking.
Now we gonna make bigger walls.
The fuck out of here, yo. This is dumb shit. So like, you see, you reel me in a little bit, then you say shit like that, and maybe don't want to watch that shit. Real question is, do y'all like Luffy?
Yes. That's a very good question, Dev. He's not bad.
You gotta ask
I
how
gotta-
the main
You
character.
gotta ask how the main character was.
There's
I know, he's
room for
doing
improvement, but he's doing an alright job so far.
He's doing alright.
Yeah, he did good.
Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna like him, but I think he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I get why he's so cheerful though, because that's how the character's supposed to be. But he a little cheesy sometimes.
I feel like it's toned down to go where he is in Luffy in
Yeah, in
the
the actual
anime.
movie, yeah. They did calm him down a little, but he's still.
Which is what I kind of like, because I hate that Luffy's so like whimsical and like do shit like that. So I kind of like this watered down version.
But Mexican?
No.
No, because the actor who plays it is
It's
Mexican.
Mexican, yeah. I mean, at least they got him in fucking that, I guess, that hemisphere, because where are you supposed to be from? Luffy?
I think, according to Oda, I think Brazilian, if I want to say, or is Usopp was Brazilian. One of the two of them was supposed to be.
I think Usopp's Brazilian.
Yeah. One of the two of them was supposed to be Hispanic. And that's what makes.
what country is he supposed to be in?
Usopp is Brazilian, making it Portuguese.
Ooh, okay. That's my man. And with the whoo. I see you. Okay, so we got Luffy would be from Brazil.
Wow.
Zoro would be from Japan. Nami would be from Norway. Usopp would be from South Africa.
That's why his character's like that.
Exactly. Sanji would be from France, which makes sense because of the names of the dishes. Chopper would be from Canada. That also makes sense. Robin would be from Russia. Frankie would be from America.
That means he's gonna be corny.
Who's gonna be Corey?
Frankie.
I mean, that's how they treated him anyway. When he does the show, he's like, super, all that stuff. So that sounds like American stuff. You know how we be in the street with the beer. Woo, let's fucking go, USA. So that's perfect. So this is where each of these people would technically be from. This was also according to Oda too. So, yeah, that's probably why they went and got Luffy to be a Spanish-speaking gentleman, and the rest also as well. But yeah, like we said, every character.
Brazil's Portuguese.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Don't
it's
they
different.
speak some
They're
Spanish?
still Latino though.
Yeah, it's still
I mean,
Latino.
yeah.
They speak some Spanish.
You know, I mean, they speak Portuguese.
They speak Portuguese.
Fine. Luffy speaks Portuguese.
So, just throw that out there. I mean, you can't.
be.
I mean, if you want to be accurate, you can't get.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
Mexican.
I'm already complaining about the show's accuracy, so I should be accurate.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
So yeah, Luffy would be speaking the Portuguese. Okay. So
Speaking that Portuguese.
but yeah, there's characters I would have loved to see that they cut out, like but they were characters that made certain parts essential, like like we said, Don Krieg had a short-lived moment. Jin and Pearl, Johnny and Yusaku, and of course my man Django, who was basically based on Michael Jackson, which is probably why they cut him off. But yeah, and then speaking of what Ann said also, which is true about the CGI, you were right, because they cut out one of the biggest characters to start outside of the Sea Beast, which was the lion. There was a giant lion in Buggy's crew. He killed a dog, but in the Netflix show, this dog got to live and move on. So,
Yeah, it would have been too much.
would have been too much.
They're
CGI.
already like, come on, we got a clown. We got a clown with flying pieces. Like, how much more you want?
How much more you gotta ask for?
Yeah.
But yeah, folks, do yourself a favor. Watch this show, whether you're not a One Piece fan or you are a One Piece fan or you kind of care about One Piece. Watch the show, and if you are a One Piece fan and you've been wondering the age-old question of if mermen are black or not, watch that scene, episode 8. I promise you it will answer the question you've been dying to know. You will sit there and go, damn, these some bruhs. I promise you. Promise you that. Factory. So we're gonna jump into video game news. I was about to say action like we were playing the game. Video game news. HR, you heard some heat about the Sony PlayStation Essentials. Or the PlayStation Plus, right?
It's the whole subscription package that
Right.
they bundled together over the past year or so.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to steal money.
Well,
Stealing money from the people.
Now they are.
Oh, now
Before they just combined the
Now they are.
They combined the prices.
Okay.
So it made sense. It's all under one roof, so it's the price of both of them together. But now they're trying to justify increasing the prices by a lot. Like usually if you see a price hike, you'll see like $5, $10, maybe $15, and you'll be pissed off, but you'll be like, alright, it is what it is.
You get over it.
But for their new price points,
What was the price point?
I'm going to that. The basic plans were 60, 100, and then 120.
And what did those give you?
The
PlayStation.
$60 one was basically just
Online subscription?
online play. Basically, you get other stuff, but playing with your friends online was the selling point between getting the basic package. And then being the most expensive, the 120, you get like their whole video game library, whatever they have there, basically.
Okay. What was that? Isn't that PS Now or some shit like that? Like
It's both of them, the
It's
Now
both
and the
of
Plus together.
There you go.
So now they're trying to increase it to 80, 135, and
130.
160.
160.
Yes.
160,
For what?
160 would include what? Everything?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
160
get you
game.
the free games to play, right?
Yeah, that's the
The
120
PlayStation
one.
Plus?
That is now jumping to 160.
Yeesh.
Get the fuck out.
That is how the world is right now.
Get
That
the
inflation
fuck
is crazy.
160 for the
outta
year.
here.
Yeah,
Yes.
160 for the year.
160
So
for the year.
almost $200 a year to play your PlayStation. That's crazy.
Hell
Well,
no.
To play, it'll give you discounts, extra discounts at times, and like you
Discounts
said,
on what?
certain games.
Yeah, like they'll have like annual sales
Yeah.
every season or so or month.
It's like a new
Trial.
game. come
Yo,
out,
so
they
they say we'll
they
give
give
you
you like 20% off of a fucking
Nah,
game.
what they do is
Like,
they be like, I'm gonna give you a sale on this game. If
depending
you
on how
buy it
old
right
the game
now,
is.
you
I
should
need
buy
a
it
30
right
to
now.
40%
Hold on.
discount on everything.
This is
If
how it
I'm
works.
paying 160.
They're gonna give
The
you the
fuck
discount
outta
on the
here.
game, right? They're gonna give you the discount on the game because I have PlayStation. They're gonna give you the discount on the game.
You pay 160?
You're gonna get hype. No, you're gonna get hype, right? You're gonna buy your game, and then 2 weeks from there, it's gonna be on the PlayStation Plus account that you also pay for already, and you can just play it for free. So they be getting you.
Actually, it's not wrong. That's literally what they do. Once I heard that, I was like, I definitely bought a
But wait,
game.
no,
and
the
saw it
games
later.
on PS
I-
Now are different than the newer games that
Nope.
are coming out.
Nope.
So
No,
some
it
of
takes
them,
a
while.
it takes a while for the
to
new game.
for it to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's
to
not
get
like,
to PS Now. So
it's
like,
not like a month later. It's a brand new
But
game.
there's a couple of heat on there.
Nah, there are some heat on there because they're trying to compete with Game Pass.
I mean, it's been a while since I played since I played PlayStation. But from what I used to see, what PS Now was, they had all those other games that weren't big releases, like those like.
Nah, it's not like that no more. You can play Grand
It's
Theft Auto
still
on
like
PS
that,
Now.
but they added.
But
more.
that's included with the
You can play the newest 2K and PS Now.
I'm talking about like those
Not
new
yet.
drops.
You can.
You can play those games
Nah,
on
you
PS
can't-
Now.
you can do a
those new
trial,
drops.
you
the new ones. No.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you would have to pay for that, along with the other money that they drop it with. Because I don't think they put those. They would. I mean, that would the only thing that would make it sensible if they did do that. Drop 160 tier. That I better be getting those games that those God of Wars, those fucking like Assassin's Creed, all them big names. I better get those on that top tier. There's no way I'm paying 160 and then $80 for the game. Fuck that.
There's hinting that
Fuck that.
they
Let 'em
could
know.
try to copy Xbox's style and give you a new release on it on the subscription.
They gotta do something. I
But
ain't paying that.
they've revealed nothing except price point right now. So everybody's up in
Nah,
arms.
you know, I'm not gonna lie. You know they're gonna be like, it's $160 for the year, and this game is not made by PlayStation, so it's $75.
Bro,
I mean, yeah.
bro.
Because the PlayStation gonna be
They
like,
better fucking start.
This is not our game, I'm
boycotting
sorry.
PlayStation and Sony because that's fucked up. Because
That-
games
that-
should
that
not
is-
be that
that
much.
is crazy,
Playing
though.
games should not be that much.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna look and see what games are
It just made
currently.
me feel like I don't want to use PlayStation 5 at all.
Because I was gonna look and see what games are currently available.
$160.
$60, bro.
So
Even the basic one is what? 70?
It went up 20. It went to 80.
80 for the year? That's still a lot, man.
I don't know if
Yeah, it's
it's
still a lot.
That
I
is
mean,
it's not hard,
includes
but
online play.
you know,
right?
we
Not
only
just-
complaining. We're complaining because
The $80 package, it just is online play, and they paywall online saves. Like you can't, without a subscription, you can't.
Paywall online slips.
Like basically, you can't sync it to your account. Like say, all your data gets corrupted on your PlayStation. If it's not synced to the network, it's gone.
And I gotta pay. And I'm gonna. They're gonna charge me $160. They
Wait,
better not do
No,
that.
that's 180. I mean 80.
That's $80.
The 160 is
They better do all that.
It's everything, and they add.
I gotta see what's going on.
There's-
Nah, because that gets me mad, man. That's
there's
one of the
stupid,
reasons
like,
why
gimmick.
my games I haven't played as much games because I feel like shit is getting too expensive now. Just
I mean,
to play
you're
a
not,
video
you're not
game.
wrong, bro. Games
Just
are
to play a
expensive.
video game. There's no way, bro.
Games
There's
are
no way.
expensive.
There's no way.
no, you're right.
I'm getting the new Xbox though.
They were never that expensive back then.
He said they're expensive, bro. I'm getting this.
That's something like, wait, what?
I'm getting the new Xbox, especially after this conversation.
Especially after this conversation. So I can look here at the games that are available to download. That's what I was trying to find, just to give Dev a small idea of games that you can download right now, and when you download them, they let you play them for free, which is what Ant was just saying. So
So technically, there's no more digital copies. So they don't sell digital copies anymore. Like digital copies of
No, they do.
no, yeah, you can still buy it. What we're saying is with the PlayStation Plus, you can get an extra discount. So if there's a sale already going on, PlayStation Plus will throw you like an extra percentage
Yeah.
to make it a little cheaper. Or you can play a game trial where you can play like the game for free
Yeah,
for a little
that's
while.
their main gimmick. They
That's
give
their
you
main
the
gimmick, yeah.
2-hour limit.
Yeah, and then you're like, cool, I might buy it now. Or there's some games that, like Ant said, recently came out that they do on here for free. Some games that came out a while back that they threw on for free, and then they have.
And they actually also put games out there that you can download for free. And if you download it that day, you're straight.
Yeah,
You come back to it later, it's
gone. Yeah, if you don't get it by then, you ain't getting it.
If you saw it and you liked it, you
You better
should
get
save
it
it.
back. That's it. And then of
Because
course,
that has happened where I went back and the game was gone. And
Me
I'm
too.
like,
Scamming.
I could have sworn I played this joint.
yeah. And then they have the monthly games, which you don't have to have PlayStation Plus really for that, but that's part of it too. And then lastly, to take a page out of Nintendo's book, they have their virtual console, which is their backwards compatibility with PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PSP, if I'm right. I think PSP, I could be wrong, but PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if they got the handhelds yet.
They're increasing it, but they're not there yet.
They're not there yet. Okay, so PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 at least. So they let you play those games, but those games you can't really download, you just stream it. So
Yeah,
that's
the other focus.
yeah. So I agree with Dev. I think it's a travesty. This, especially for PlayStation. If Game Pass did that, I can understand because Game Pass was promising people a lot and they're delivering on their promises. for the most part. But PlayStation Plus, it's been alright at best. It hasn't been like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got this in my life. And I also myself be waiting for certain games where I'll be like, I knew it was gonna come in for free, and then I just go and download it. Because when I was looking today, I was at work and I saw on Instagram, and I saw they had They had the New Horizon, I think it's on there now.
Okay.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, that's great. Saints Row's on there, and then I heard a rumor that in no time soon it's gonna be the second God of War, Ragnarok.
Oh, they're gonna have it on
Yeah,
there.
I'm sure it'll make
So
it
then you guys sit there and be like, y'all just spent like 80 bang on all this
I
shit.
just finished.
It sounds
I
like
just finished the game.
It sounds like movies coming out to theaters going straight to these streaming services.
Exactly. That's
They
exactly what that
following
is,
the
brother.
suit.
Following the suit.
Yo, yeah.
That's crazy.
I was just watching The Flash last night, and I was.
Oh yeah, it's on HBO Max.
That
I was
fucking
like,
trash.
Whoa,
Freaking
whoa.
CGI. I meant to talk about that when I got back because I watched that shit straight trash.
I was gonna watch it when I was too
That
young to.
shit was.
And now I'm glad I didn't watch
hot
it.
garbage.
Yo.
Yo, I thought I was watching.
You said it was
I thought I was watching like almost slash a cartoon anime type shit. That's
I
how much
said-
CGI was.
I said there was mad CGI. I said
Holy shit!
it. No, but I forgot. Didn't you say you said it was alright, right?
that. Yeah.
I don't know what you was.
I don't know what you was watching.
There was mad
terrible.
CGI, but it was
You said it
alright.
wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible, but
Thank
it wasn't,
It was bad.
it wasn't great either, though.
Yeah, I never said it was great. What was my word? It was alright.
It wasn't
I didn't
terrible.
say that you said
He
it
didn't
was
say
great.
it was good. He just said it wasn't terrible, and
Yeah.
it wasn't good.
It was alright. It was alright.
It wasn't good.
There was a lot of CGI,
Bruh.
but it was alright.
It's alright.
That shit.
It wasn't
I
good.
watched that. I was like, this shit is
Yeah.
2 hours long. This is how I know a movie's whack. If I legit can pause it halfway
There was
through,
only one thing
go
I
do some
had
shit.
hate on it for, and that was the villain they used. They made him, if they go by the TV show, he's supposed to be way more brolic than that. So I was just like,
Yeah, they showed Savitar for like 2.5.
Yeah.
It was more like,
He got
oh my
smoked.
god,
They
it's
made
really
him
him.
get-
And I'm like,
They
all
made him
right.
get smoked when in actuality he was literally causing havoc for mad long. He was causing havoc, and they smoked him in one movie. I was like, damn.
Nah, it was trash. I didn't like it.
Sorry, I
Terrible.
didn't like it, bro.
Terrible.
Did you watch it on the plane?
DC is over.
No, he said it was on Max. He knows it's on Max.
It's
So
on
he watched
Max.
it on Max.
I watched it on
Yeah, it's on
Max.
Max, bro.
When did you watch it?
I watched it last week.
On the plane?
I saw the whole thing. Trash.
On the plane?
Trash.
Oh,
Never watch that movie. Never.
That's crazy because I watched it twice already.
He's never watching it on the plane again.
never watched it on a plane.
So you watched The Flash twice, but you can't watch Snowfall at least like once a season, my nigga. Like, come on now. I know you got more time. You could have killed 3 episodes with watching that shit once.
60 episodes, bro. You
Yeah,
good?
I like shit that starts and finishes in one city.
All right. Okay. Speaking of streaming and bad movies, Ed's favorite movie will be on streaming services next week
Let's hear it.
on Peacock. Fast X.
Oh, Fast X finally coming at.
September 15th.
They wasn't getting me with that money. I was
Nah.
like, let that shit hit my streaming
That
services.
shit
I
on
was
streaming
like,
services.
I
Where
will
the fuck
wait.
did I watch that shit at?
You went to the theater. You know you did. You was first in line. I
I don't think I did.
You know you
I
was
don't
there.
think I watched that at the
You
movie
know you-
theater.
You was like, oh shit, Jason Momoa in this? I gotta see.
I think I watched it here.
He's like,
I think Aquaman.
he was like, yo, tell me that's Vin Diesel cousin. He was like, yo, that's lit. That's how you did. You was first in line. Don't lie.
I didn't watch
First in line.
I didn't watch it at the movie.
The door's open. Let's go.
He was like 10. Ah, damn, we got like maybe a couple more left.
Damn, I don't remember how that shit ended.
There's only 2 left.
And they were all the way in the front.
There's only 2 movies left.
It's holding on to his 56% at Rotten Tomatoes.
56 is terrible.
Terrible.
That's how bad. 56.
I never said I liked
Oh, Rotten
Somebody
Tomatoes.
was generous.
it. I never
just to
said
get
I liked
56.
it, okay? Damn.
We didn't say you did. We just know that's
They only
the
have it at 56 because they got people like you that still go and watch.
It was that.
That's
It
right.
was that.
And it's like, yo, and it's Vin Diesel.
I only watched it twice.
And there's 2 more. And there's 2 more on the way, probably.
See, that's
Of course
first
there
lot.
is.
First to last 2 more.
Give me the 15.
That's too many.
I just want to see them go to an outrageous number like 15, 20.
Hell no.
I want Dominic Toretto to somehow die and pass
They
on
turn
the
this
torch
into
To the
fucking
to the Toretto family.
20 seasons. They'll be fucking watching Grey's Anatomy.
I wanted to go. I wanted to go full circle, and somehow Toretto dies, and then his family goes back to the original.
What, his son?
Street racing,
trying to see
hijacking,
him.
18
He's
wheels.
trying to see
on the
2
highway.
generations of Toretto's.
Toretto. That's why That's what he
I'm trying to
wants.
see 2 Generation
I
Terrell.
want Vin
Embracing
Diesel to
muscle
get
car.
every dollar.
They gave you 2 generations, yo. John Cena.
And then they bring Paul Walker's son in.
As fast as they brought him in, is as fast as they took him out.
Nah, he was in the 10.
I think he dies in 10.
Nah, you lying.
Who
You
dies in
lying.
I'm not lying.
Who he said dies in 10?
I'm pretty sure he dies
John
in 10.
Cena character.
Nah, I mean I ain't seen a movie, so I'll be done if they kill
Yo,
John Cena.
if that happens, bro. Nah, don't say it.
I'm pretty sure it does.
They
bro.
killed John Cena.
I watched the movie.
That was Vin Diesel's brother in the movie. They killed his family.
No, they
nah.
got him. They got him in it. That he had to do a sacrifice move.
I think they were brother and they lost it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he dies.
He said, "Yo,
Oh, like, oh, brother.
turn it off, your
Yeah,
brother."
and
Don't worry,
then
they'll
Vin
bring
Diesel's
him back.
like, Vin Diesel's like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
They bring everybody
They know the
back.
resurrection
Right.
spell.
Resurrection spell.
Vin Diesel finds a Renegon and he does his fucking his rebirth. That's how he does it.
Do you see it on a plane?
What was that?
It's on a plane, bro. All right. While you're looking that up, we're just gonna move on to the last thing. So we about to call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. But I got a special thing. Found out special website. I went to.
In the final action scene, Dante tries to kidnap and kill Dom's son, and John Cena sacrifices himself to save
He said for family.
for family. Yeah, I knew I wasn't bugging. I was like, damn, they smoked the fucking next movie.
No worries.
they wasted time to bring him in there just so you can
Take
be
him
like,
out.
who is this?
He coming
Be
back.
like,
Don't worry.
yo, I just need to do one job, save his son. I'm gone.
Bro, they're bringing him back to life somehow, some way.
I think it's
He's
because
gonna have a recording
I
of
knew I
himself.
seen the movie, bro.
It's probably because of the
He's
rap.
he's gonna turn himself into AI, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not really dead."
He's the car.
and he's gonna put him in his car,
He's the car.
and then he's gonna be like fucking Kip from Knight Rider.
Yeah.
Come on, that's what
I'm
it's
here.
gonna
I'm
turn
here. Folks, we had too much fun, so let's stop it there.
That was a good argument.
This might have to be a whole separate episode in itself. But anyway, like we said, we had news about the VGA group, Video Game Amateurs. We're gonna let our guy Ant talk to us about that and what's coming up in the next week.
Yeah, when was the event? It was on Saturday?
This past Saturday.
Yeah, it was on Saturday. Shout out to them with another successful
Labor Day
chill.
weekend.
They packed out Bronx Brewery as they always do. It was in the backyard. They had the TV set up. There was a lot of footage on our Nerds in the Hood storyline. But yeah, they crushed it. There was, how many DJs were there? 1, 2, 3. Was it 3? 3 or 4? Oh, there was 4 DJs. 4
Okay,
DJs.
okay.
4 DJs.
Who we shouting out?
It was Dada Cosmic, Steph Cakes,
Mm-hmm.
who runs the Call of Duty,
Okay.
Ultraviolet,
Ultraviolet!
and then our boy Levi. And I'm gonna tell you right now, son, I'm gonna represent for my man. He went first. Levi went first, and he crushed that joint. He understood the assignment. My man played all the heat. He played Persona 5. He played Kingdom Hearts. He played Sonic. He played
He played the instrumentals, like the soundtracks?
Bro, he was mixing the songs.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, he played all the heat. He definitely went in the lab. He went so hard that he did a quick mix, and then he like skipped over, and it was the Wii U in like the main home screen music, that sound effect.
Yo, that's fire.
Yo, he crushed it. Everybody did a good their shit, but he went first and he set a good tone. And once he did that, I kind of felt like as a person that was in video games, I was just like, yo, this is exactly what I wanted to hear right now. I was like, I never heard. There was a couple of songs I had never heard on, like the Persona 5. I had never heard that shit on loudspeakers at a club.
True.
Like
True.
what? Then there was a couple of other songs he played too that they played he played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 song, the main menu song.
I'm taking for a ride.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah. He played all the heat while still mixing. So shout out to him. But everybody did their thing. Towards the end, it got really rocking. Everybody, was just fucking. We almost did a mosh pit. So
Crazy.
that was cool, man. It was a good time. There was no special performances this time, even though I wish there was. But I was waiting for something to happen.
Like Joel.
I was like, come on, Joel.
well, somebody.
I was like, who you guys introducing me to this time?
Good word. Special guest.
Nah, but yeah, it was a great. Oh, shout out also to your boy, our boy, Cash Game Only Supremes, aka Yusuf. Oh yeah, they also DJ too. How did I forget them? The friendly neighborhood DJs, Hassan Khan and Cash Games both DJ'd. I don't know how I forgot this. Cash Games DJ'd as Solid Snake. He was dressed up as the Metal Gear Solid character.
That's fine.
So he was walking around as the Solid Snake character for majority of the night, honestly. But they had a bunch of vendors out there, as always. Unfortunately, I don't know all the names off the top of my head. But yeah, shout out to VGA, man. They're making moves. The place was packed. I believe it was like so packed that I don't know if they were denying people, but they definitely wasn't. It was on it. Like security was on it. So yeah, it was dope, man. It was a good event, bro. You know what they had? They also had like at least 4 screens with the new Street Fighter on it. So I was shout out. I was like, yo, that's fucking dope.
Of course.
You know, that's 4 different consoles running a brand new game. Everybody was on them sticks. So, you know, that was cool. There was also a little kid there. Damn, I don't know his Instagram off the top of my head, but I'm gonna try to check real quick. Shout out to this guy, man. There was a gentleman that.
Shout out to this guy.
Hold on, I'm trying to find his Instagram name. There was a gentleman that was introduced to me, and when I said, "Yeah, I do a podcast called Nerds in the Hood," he actually was like, "Oh shit!" Like damn, I knew I wanted to screenshot his Instagram. I messed up on that, but he actually got excited and you know, said what up to me, and he was like, "I follow you already," and he showed me that he followed us already. And that he has seen us through the thing, and he started talking to me about Bleach, and he listened to one of our Bleach episodes, and he was like going in on, you know, different characters and different scenarios and stuff like that, and he was really dope, and that was kind of cool because I love experiences like that where you know, somebody introduce you to someone, and then you're like, yo, I do this is my thing, and they're like, bro, I already know about it, like, you know what I'm saying, and like I already watched a couple of your videos, so that means we outside, so that was cool. And so shout out to him, man. I couldn't find his Instagram name. I'll try to find it and tag you in it later. I just gotta remember there's so many Instagram names here.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, shout out to him. And the reason why I brought him up was because he was there with his family. He brought his son, and his son was on the sticks playing Super Smash Brothers, and he was cooking people. He was holding a heavy rank. My man was representing for his own. And that was kind of dope. That a lot of people were like, "Yo, who's this little kid who brought his own sticks over here and is cooking right now?" So that was kind of cool. So yeah, that's why. Other than that, yo, it was a good event. I love family stuff. I love like seeing things like that. You know, so shout out to that whole VGA and Game and Chill, and everyone who just showed up, and all the DJs who did their thing. Like it was a dope party, and we partied till the last freaking second, honestly, because they started announcing like if you don't get out now, it's gonna cost us bread. So
and we're gonna have one of the VGA guys here next week, right?
Yep.
Okay.
September 12th. Right? Yeah, September 12th.
Yep.
Next Tuesday?
Yep.
Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday. It's gonna be live from what I understand. We might be live. And yeah, it's gonna be our boy Navi, aka Ivan, one of the runners of VGA Amateurs. He will be pulling up to the studio to chop it up with us. So yeah, you can look out for that. That's gonna be definitely a lot of fun. So, and I'm looking forward to Navi. Navi has been someone that has definitely talked to us and gave us advice in some directions that we should head, and also supported everything that we do. So we get down with him. So yeah, and the whole VGA crew, honestly. So congrats to all you guys.
Good. That's dope, man. But next week, Nerds in the Hood, bringing in another member of the Video Game Amateurs, is going to be fun, y'all. So we will catch y'all next week.
This will be technically the third VGA amateur that we're interviewing.
Okay.
While at the same time, not really, because Luigi does do his own thing, but he is a part of that team. And then we already interviewed Brandon, which was a dope episode. So yeah, you can go check out either one of those and hear about a little bit of what they're doing if you want a quick preview of what VGA is about. And Navi's gonna come and kill it. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's right. That's right. So make sure you keep your eye out on that. We're going to be promoting that heavily this week on our social media platforms. So check us out at all social media at Nerds in the Hood, and that's NERDZINTHEHOOD. You catch us on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and of course YouTube as well. So make sure you check out clips of the show, anime rap intros, events that we're going to be announcing, and so much more, because it is the one of the few places that you can catch your boy Marvlat,
Hey, Sean signing out.
And McGee.
the Nerds in the Hood.
In the hood.
See you next week, people. Peace.